Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is taking place right after the third video. I'm not recording it right after, there's been a little bit of a break between videos. But, we are going to continue working on our Momentosaur, the Celeste World theme habitat. I did do a little thing over here. I, just modified this one slightly. Probably bring these over at a later time. Other than that, I haven't touched it. So I'm gonna go over here and start making some Memenchis. If I have the genetics? Okay, I do not. Okay. So we need to go make sure we have the dig site. And we need more logistics. When that's going, we can work on it. It's not going to be a complete replica, it's just going to be a theme. I'm going to remove all the foliage so that is a fresh start. I'm also planning on making a video that just goes over my concerns with the game. How to fix some of those concerns, if they come true. I hope they just aren't true and it's just me overthinking. Because I want this game to be, like, the best it can be for both people that loves modular building and people that don't really want to dive into it because it's complicated. I'm in between. I don't mind it being in the game, even though it made them add the complexity meter. But I'm gonna play around with the modular building. I already played with it some, like some things I'm working on. I made this little scale thing. I copied that over so I could practice moving stuff around. And the workshop's good here. Someone made a virus in building. Alright, so let's get started on these. gonna have to do during the daytime, so I'm probably gonna wait at night so I have lights to do more terrain painting and just to like mess it all up when we add what the dinosaur needs. Forgot to unpause the game while we was doing that. So. Awesome, right? Okay, so there's kind of a little stream. No. There we go. Pick this up. Oh, if you're having trouble making waterfalls, make sure these are up all the way. Okay, so we're not going to be able to add a waterfall now, but we can just bring it over. I think that's all I'm going to add. Don't know why that raised it up for. Classic evolution stuff now. Ended in just a little bit. If they need more, we can always add it. So we need to go get some fossils since the research got done. The Mintrosaurus is from Asia? Yeah, but I'm just incredibly broke. Let's see how we can improve our funds. Okay, so we can start adding some stuff right here. I feel like those will be too close. Although we do need some more. Not the best to scrap these and go with mediums. Mediums would be in guest, right? We already have them. Let's see. How big are the mediums? Let me go send out this. You got enough money? Rest you. I actually click on small. So medium shopping. Quite a bit larger. We're getting a little bit of lag going on. I think we can make it work. We'll put shopping right here. Do I want it right there? Food. Right here. Just need some drinks. Kind of blend it in there. Probably not going to kind of blend both buildings together like I did with the small ones. just to save a little bit of time. Now, to avoid, so a little tip. So if I do this, we would start clipping all over the place. Not yet. Because sometimes when you clip paths together all wildly like this, they'll like start clipping a little bit, like very badly. There's a little secret you can do to kind of avoid that happening. So I'm going to use hill. So I want this brick path to follow. And if I just do this, not only you have to worry about hitboxes, but you might get some clipping, very bad clipping. So I'm going to try to find an area. Right now. So now what I can do is equip the path hill, make sure it's straight, turn on curve, and it will follow your curve down. This might be a little bit more trickier. Yep, this is tricky. So here, I'm just going to clip it R. And if there's a little bit of clipping, I don't think it's too bad. Okay, we got a little bit lucky. Oh yeah, right there's, like, if I connect the path there, you're going to get a bad clipping. You don't want that. I am saying clipping way too much. There we go. They need power. Oh yeah, so in that video audio I was talking about, we only have the Jurassic World substation. Where is the Jurassic Park and where is the others? Like, why don't Den have their own stuff? And it sucks because people's already making it in the workshop. So with them being in the workshop, why would Frontier want to do it themselves now? I'm gonna put this over here, so even though it doesn't matter to go through there for the game wise, but for aesthetics, I'm gonna do it this way.
Attention personnel. We have detected
I should have made sure that these were touching.
Available personnel, please respond.
I'll put it right in the center. It's very messy, but you know, that's campaign parks for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, our restroom is now open
Of power, is that what's going on? to 60 out of 60, yes. So we need to raise our security.
Carol will be back soon.
Cheaper research. To be honest, I should have made the tour. I don't think it's too late to replace it. I don't think the gyrosphere was kind of fit. Oh, building's a little bit larger. That's fine.
Attention personnel. We have detected power outages across the site. Available personnel, please respond.
Move out of the way! Okay, so we're gonna have to delete the fence. Oh, the little Spinosaurus skeleton's kind of cool. I don't think we're gonna make a Spinosaurus in this park, though. We got to look at the other ones. Can I connect it to the gyrosphere stuff? We'll give it a more windier path so that the dinosaurs' view and stuff will stay higher. Awesome, look at that, guys. Little secret if you guys haven't figured it out. Cool stuff. There we go.
Attention personnel. We have detected power outages across the site.
I know.
Available personnel, please respond.
Let's go give you some more power so you will quit yelling at me.
Ladies and gentlemen, after an unexpected outage, power has now been restored.
Let's finish the Miniaturesaurus up. Oof. So it looks like it's going to be the same for each one. I wish they would bring back the randomized thing they had in Evolution 2. Another reason why I think modular building, again, I don't mind it. You know, it's cool, it's in for the people that enjoys it. But I feel like they focused more on that side of the player base more than the casuals like myself. There we go. Let's see if I can move these guys. Oh. Don't like that one bit. That's gonna mess up the theme, but I think at the moment that's our best course of action. Bam. I'm gonna pause it real quick so let that dust clear off. There we go, kind of worked. I'm gonna finish deleting some just to make it a little bit more pleasing to look at. know I've been kind of negative with the modular system, but again, I just want to, stress that I don't hate modular building. I'm glad it's in the game. It's very fun. I just wish that they would work a little bit more with the audience that can't use modular building all that well, like myself. See what's going on here. I want to select this. Can I turn position stuff on and me? No, it's not gonna do it. Turn that back off and it'll just line it up itself. I need to start getting used to this since this is the new thing. Well, that's how the modular work. I know I can fill this in, that in, this, that, and this and that. But I think to just speed up a little bit. There we go. Let's speed up time. See if I have to redo these. Whee! That's cool. Could smooth this. Wait, so can I place a rock on the trackway? You can. How does that work? There you go, buddy. You need another hotel. There we go. We'll make that work.
For your comfort, we've increased the hotel capacity of the park.
Oh, only 92. We're gonna have to look into larger hotels, it looks like. Elementary solar. Let's see if we can make a critique. We'll make kind of an orangey female. We'll make the male yellow with black stuff. Solar pods live a long time, so that would just be messing with that. We need like 9. Wait, we might be able to do that. Hold a minute. Yeah, we can do this one. We might have some baby Patagotians soon. That's probably one of the best genetics you can apply to your dinosaurs because it just makes their wants lower. Yeah, we'll just throw them on now.
Commencing synthesis
Probably
procedure.
shouldn't have done that, so we could make 2, since for some reason the batch is 1. I think it made a little more sense of this for the second game, since there wasn't breeding, but I feel like the default clutch should be 2 now, since, you know, male, female. I just think that should be the case. Guests, what are you doing back here? The first 2 game actually, I guess it was some type of code that kept them from walking on paths like this, because right now, because in Evolution 1 and 2, if you only had facility buildings, operation buildings and stuff like that, you only get workers on the paths. You never got guests. And if you did, it was real. Revenue sounds good. But it seems like in this one, that got lost somehow, because it's nothing but guests. Oh.
We've been awfully focused on our dinosaurs so far, and that's not a bad thing for a sanctuary. We can't neglect our guests, though. So, let's make sure they're happy.
Not every guest wants their paleo day out to involve a hike. We need a solid transport setup to keep guests comfortable, and their minds and wallets open to what we have to offer. Now, simply put, anything that gets guests from A to B will improve our transport rating.
Weird. I don't know
A monorail is the classic choice,
it's a
but
bug.
tours can also improve our transport rating as long as there are 2 tour buildings on the route.
Oh yeah, everybody loves a tour, at least until the power goes out, the storm rolls in, and the dinosaurs disappear from their enclosures.
Ooh.
Fuel incoming.
I'm gonna make sure this guy is happy, or this lady. Awesome, that's enough. A secret is if you turn down the intensity a little bit, it's less likely to run things. So you can get, right now it's obstructed because of that, but it will mess it up slightly. As you can see, it doesn't mess it up completely. There we go, that should be fun. Let's go make the other one. I know it's not really mandatory at this precise second, but I have to change. Oh, they didn't even tell me I had one of these guys. Oh, they were adorable. I don't think they're as cute as the Apatos, but they're still really cool. No cutie patooties. But here's what I'm gonna do. I don't know if it's gonna work, but there's only one way to find out. looked good on paper, trust me. It looked good in my mind. But now that I actually have it, it's not good. It's not good in the slightest. You gotta... What are you missing? Why are you... Oh wait, no, it's the baby behind you. What does the baba need? Oh. So the baby needs more food types. Cool. There we go. Let's see. Patos are still fine. What about the baby? Fine. And the issue is this that we're gonna have to solve. That should be fine for the time being. Let's see. Okay, not as bad. Still can be better in some areas. I'm gonna completely redo this park probably. And sure enough, dinosaurs are visible from many tours. Okay, we just gotta let that happen. I don't know why it's changed color though.
We started with what seemed like a huge piece of land, and these graceful giants soon filled it. I think we need to expand. Enough for new dinosaurs to roam.
Of course I agree with you, Dr. Baldera, but it was quite the challenge even getting this space. My conservation sector colleagues would need to have the utmost confidence that DIN could make good use of an expanded site.
And they're not the only ones with a piece of the pie. I have contacts who would probably block a land purchase if they weren't confident in DIN's ability to make it financially viable.
Sounds like small potatoes compared to caring for giant dinosaurs. Let's work on our reputation.
Okay, but on that note, I passed the rule matter, the 1 hour record session. So I am going to leave it here for the time being, and alright, but as I was saying before I stumbled over my words, I'm gonna leave it here, get this edited, work on the next part. So I see you guys in the next one.